The flower struggled to climb towards the windowsill. At this moment, it was on a high building, but it looked at the terrible scene inside the room just now. It didn't want to become like them, so it jumped down. A few minutes ago, humans had picked the flower from outside and placed it on the shelf as a decoration. In the early morning, the sunlight shone on its face. The flower stretched and woke up. It saw the sunflower next to it, still sleeping with its head down. The flower greeted the sunflower, but the slightly withered sunflower didn't respond. Then it looked at its own flower pot and decided to move over. At this moment, a human walked over and turned on the heater. In an instant, the scorching wind blew in its face. The sunflower's leaves were baked yellow and kept flying onto the flower's face, and it was also baked with its leaves turning slightly yellow. At this moment, the sunflower turned around. Its withered and shrunken face looked very terrifying. The flower was so scared that it covered its eyes. The warm wind blew it to the ground, but it saw an even more terrible scene. The human was trimming the bonsai, which made the flower even more frightened. The terrible scene appeared again. The flower was so scared that it fell to the ground, and the soil also spilled out. The flower slowly raised its head to check. It was a withered cactus. It made a hoarse and weak sound, pointing to the outside of the windowsill. Seeing this situation, the flower became more determined in its belief. It used all its strength and struggled to pull its stem out of the soil. It didn't want to end up like the other plants in the room, withering and waiting to die in a dark room. It crawled step by step towards the windowsill full of sunshine and freedom, but what it saw was a dazzling array of high-rise buildings. It looked at the fate of those plants in the room. The flower had no choice. Jumping down might still give it a chance to change its fate. After taking a deep breath, it jumped off the 100-meter-high building. If a flower can use its life to seek its unknown happiness, how much more should humans? The flower fell on a balcony full of green plants. Here, the sun was shining brightly, and the air was fresh. The flower had found its future with its life. The vibrant sunflowers greeted her. The flower also settled down here. May everyone grow strong and bravely strive for a happy future like the flower.